they usually say cha because they can't do the curve for the cha. Cha is like you kind of use your tongue to push like it folds and then it opens up to make that cha sound. I don't know how to explain that better than how I just did. Hopefully that makes sense. And then another example would be like HL. So HL, if you ever heard the word HLU, which is HLUB, HLU. So we do pronounce the H and the L together. So HLU. HLU means love. And I forgot to say the CHOJ. That 켜 means bridge. Sorry, I had to go back. Yeah, so and then I have the three letters NP, the H and Y. Those are like the very more complex words. We don't really use them as often as we used to, but the younger students nowadays, they don't really use the three-letter consonants as often as my generation where we grew up and we used a lot of that. So and then there's the four-letter ones, which is NP, LH, and it's pl, pl, pl. And for any word in the Hmong language that has an N in the beginning, they do pronounce it. It's a nasally sound, as you can see. So it'd be like So it'd be like let's just say like we'll go to a two-letter consonant where it's like NYOB. So you know the word nya is very very common because that's how we say hello. Nya nya. So you can hear the nasally N and then the Y come in and then the O and then the B is my tone. So it's ah. So nya, NYOB, nya, zhong. And then, yeah, so ZOO would be that. Zhong. Hopefully that's a good example. I have more examples in the next slide as well. So here's the similarity. I explained about the S being the sh sound, and then I have an example as in shy, SAIB, shy. So we have S, and then the AI, and B as the tone I, and then I have a transcription where it would be if I haven't figured out how to do a tone transcription. It's very complicated and I didn't want to go down the rabbit hole with that because yeah. So for the K sound, like I said, some of the sounds are different, right? So K usually comes for is sound as G. So I have an example. It's called G. And then the transcription is the G, and then the little upward arrow thing and the W, right? So G means learn. G. And then if you add an H to the K, then it gets you that K sound. So I put an example as key. Transcription is KI. Key means jealous, and it has the B tone. For G, I had the M tone, so you can hear the G. That's the And we're gonna go to P. The P sound is for B, like how I said earlier. So POM, where M is the tone, remember? So O is the ah sound. Ba. It kind of sounds like a stop right there. Ba. And then T by itself is the th sound to us. So I have an example. It's called Thea. Thea means dress. It has a tone with the B. Thea. So if I had a J there, it'd be Thea. And then it was like, if I have an M next to, instead of the B, then it'd be Thea. So it'd be Thea. So it really changes the words. X makes the S sound, the S sound. So my example would be C. C. C means color. C. And then jaune, the Z, it makes the Z sound, right? So my example is jaune. Jaune. Jaune means good. And then here's my 2-letter examples. I had KH as in Kia. Kia. Kia means run, and it has the V, so it's Kia. And then NK is Gi. Can you hear the nasally sound? Ngi. Ngi. So it's like Gi means waist. Waist. So, and then here's an example of my 3-letter one, which is ply. Ply. So the PLH, you pronounce it, and it's like I would say it's stressed because PLH makes the first part of it stressed. So the P is stressed. So it's ply, and you have to say it that way because the B is there to give you that tone. So it's ply. So ply means ring, like a wedding ring, or And then my example for 4-letter 4-letter is NTXH. So NTXH is, you will hear the nasal sound when I say it. Ntai. Ntai. So ntai is girl or daughter. Ntai. Okay, the next one, I have statistics from one of my sources, mncompass.org. It was a survey done in 2019 and 2013. It recorded that there were about 88,428 of Hmong people that lives specifically in Minnesota, and then 77.3% of them speaks a language other than English. So that was the closest statistic I got to the Hmong language being spoken in Minnesota. And I would like to say that the speaks a language other than English doesn't just definitely means Hmong. A lot of Hmong people can speak Mien, they can speak Miao, they can speak Lao, and they can speak Cambodian too. So the number would range between that, like 70-ish, right? And then okay. And then the significance of this research, number one is professional growth, cultural competence, improved communication, and evidence-based practice. So understanding the Hmong language and its phonetic characteristics can significantly contribute to our development as a professional and as a member of the diverse society. So cultural competence, learning about Hmong phonetics deepens understanding and linguistics diversity, and then improving your communication. If you work in like education or healthcare and social services, like you can know the sound system of the Hmong and communicate more clearly and avoid misunderstandings. Or it's kind of like if you can hear, like, someone comes in and you don't understand the Hmong language completely, but you can tell by the way they speak that, oh, this person is speaking Hmong, then it's easy for you to find someone like a translator and go, oh, she may need a Hmong translator. Or if you don't know for sure, then it's easier to ask them. But usually if there's no one around and you kind of want to make an assumption, I feel like it's safe if you learn about the Hmong language and you can pick up on certain tones or words that they say. It'd be great in the line of work. Okay, so and then number 2, application to speech language pathology. You can give like an accurate diagnosis on why they say certain words. Like I, for an example, I had a childhood friend. Whenever he read out loud in front of the class, he always puts tones at the end of every word. So it's like, there once was a princess. He'd be like, there what once was a princess, huh? And then he added on the Hmong into it, and you can kind of tell that he he was struggling between the Hmong and separating the Hmong and the English when he was reading. You can understand certain letters or words they pronounce, like many Hmong speakers, their speech patterns are influenced by native phonology. So an SLP who understands these patterns can distinguish when a language difference and between a language difference and a speech disorder. So because I can understand a Hmong language, then I can differentiate certain words people say and why they say it that way. So getting to know a language, you can pick up on that, or phonetics in a language. And then I have, tailored therapy? Therapy plans can incorporate culturally and linguistically appropriate strategies, improving outcomes and clients' trust. So like you can build the therapy around their phonetics, their language phonetics, right? And then family engagement, I have family engagement on here, and the knowledge of Hmong phonetics helps SLPs explain therapy goals to families in a way that respects their language and culture. So you definitely don't want to take away their language or tell them you can't speak Hmong anymore, but you can develop ways for them to switch on and off without even have to think about it or worry about it. And then my third significance is the contribution to diverse society. So you can promote inclusion by valuing and understanding Hmong language. You can create an inclusive environment where linguistic diversity is respected. Advocacy, you can advocate for language access services and educational resources for Hmong speaking communities, which is, there's a wide variety down in the Twin Cities. Interpersonal skills, exposure to different languages enhances empathy and adaptability, qualities that strengthen relationships in multicultural settings. And it's like you can be more of an advocate for them, for any patients that you do run into that may have a speech disorder. So I hope that you learned a lot in this presentation, and I hope I wasn't rambling because I felt like I was. Here is my works cited. I will actually enclose a Word document so they can see the actual of it. But thank you.